Hello, Governor, and welcome back to another episode of your favorite live stream. Hold on, just a second. Hold on. Hold that thought. Ah, and he disappeared. And just like that, he was gone like a puff of smoke. Y'all know nothing. Y'all know nothing about Kaiser Soze. Anyway, welcome back. And he'll be back in the seat in just a second. I know he forgot his water. That's the thing. We get in here and we get to talking, get to enjoying ourselves, and we don't intend to do this for a long time, but it turns out to be a long time. Hey, what's going on, Chef Sick Note? Hello, Governor. Yeah, and that's what it is. This guy, he's out here just a week past, just out here 100,000 in, just out here doing God knows whatever. There's that dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
he was already going live. What's going down with you?
What's happening?
Champion, man. How you
What's
doing,
happening, brother?
Hey man, I'm good, man. Enjoying these Friday night streets, man.
Oh, is that what you're enjoying? Because I swear, me and Frank, we were just talking in the chat, and he was like, you know what I'm saying, you still enjoying that 100,000.
I mean, there'll be plats sometimes.
Oh.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Wait a minute. That's not featured prominently enough, though. It's behind the chair. We can't even see it. That needs to
bang, baby. Bang, bang.
This guy. I'm gonna get one just like that. But I'm gonna do it on old construction paper like you did in the garden.
Yeah, brother.
That's all right, bro.
There we go. I'm gonna hang it up. Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
It needs to be hung up on the wall right there next to Yoda, where everybody can see that
thing. Successful you are. Tired you will be.
Get started, man. You just started. Hey, what's going on, bro? How's it been?
Yeah, it's been decent, man. You know how it is. Even without the accolades, we still running with no breaks. Claire just got done wrapping up the first episodes of Monster. Had dinner, took like a half of a nap, came up with some other pieces of my list that came like last minute. You know how like anytime you rest, you have an epiphany. You're like, oh wait a second, I remember that soundtrack. I remember this thing. Yeah. So
I have been in concert all day. I have been waiting for this. I was like, listen, my list is long, but.
I can only imagine. I mean, you are a music lover, like full blown lover of it.
I was like, okay, what? There's a couple that are on my list that I know that you have on your list.
I'm sure we're going to cross swords many times, cross streams. Excuse me.
Yeah, no Diddy.
yeah, I know. Especially no Diddy. You get 4 years or more.
Yeah. Locked up.
You get the like. Yeah, I have no doubt that we're probably, me and you we are smack dab in the exact same generation, right? Exact same stage in our lives, and a lot of this stuff came up, and a lot of times music, resonates with where you are in your life, and I was reading an article a while ago, saying something to the effect that the most personal music in most people's lives happen between I think they said between the ages of like 13 and like 22 or something like that. It's like most people, whatever that thing is that makes up the earworm that you have regarding music happens between that age, and we got some bangers that happen around that age for us.
We came up at the right time.
Yeah.
And especially too, if you lived in a musical household, where you got the appreciation of the generations before you.
Yeah.
My dad was hardly ever around, but he had an extensive music collection. He had all records. So I got exposed to a lot of music I don't think I would have even listened to. Santana, Three Dog Night. Like just a lot. And then, Earth, Wind and Fire, Gap Band, all of that. My mom constantly listened to music, and then I became a music head, a music junkie early. My interest in music was extensive. until I got a little bit more into that TV thing. At first I was outside all the time. I ain't watching TV. I was outside.
But even outside had a soundtrack. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's a little bit different right now because today everybody has their own concert in their earbuds, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when we was kids, we grew up during like the boombox era, where your music was whoever's music was on the boombox. Whether it was for the picnic or you out hooping or having a barbecue or whatever it is. Music was a lot, at least from my perspective, was a lot more communal. So I think a lot of times, and not just communal, then it was regional on top of it. Whereas like today, maybe a little bit different, where the sound may sound a little bit more blended because people can communicate a little bit more where you weren't as regionalized. So I think we grew up during like a very, very unique time. And then add to the fact that you're talking about soundtracks, you blending that in with the movie experience. It was, it came up with some really dope stuff.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been talking about this, and I'm sure we're going to go on for a while. We have some of our esteemed guests in the back, and we're going to bring them on stage.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You see it. So I'm going to throw one. It's out of left corner, but like you said, that earworm.
Yeah.
The song is so bad. It's a banger. It make me feel spicy. Do you remember the song "Gangster" by Kehlani? Like I know Kehlani is riding away. Like she's on top of the charts right now.
Yeah, I know who she is. Yeah.
Several years ago.
Okay.
6-7 years ago, something like that. She had a song called "Gangster," and it was in the Bright soundtrack where Will Smith was with the orc. And then it was also in the first Suicide Squad movie where Harley Quinn was coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of sexy time with her and the Joker or whatever.
All right.
And yeah, that song, and I could tell by your face, you don't know what song I'm talking about right now.
I'd have to hear it.
If you heard it, you'd be like, oh yeah. You'd be like, hold on, let me pause stream. I gotta go pay this tax. It's that kind of song. You just like, listen, that song came on today, and I didn't even know it. I just started body rolling. I was like, oh shit. And then I stopped and I looked down and my stomach was still body rolling. I was like, this a bitch. Anyway.
No, that's good. That's good. I gotta listen to that, man. I need to write that down, man. Because it's funny because I got my iTunes up and I got my Spotify up. Just because I was like,
I'm gonna give you one. I know that you know this one.
Okay.
XXX movie, first one with Vin Diesel.
Okay. All right.
The song by Joey called "Lick." He went into the bedroom, found a little thick ass Serbian chick on the bedpost, and he said, "The things that I do for my country." That's the song that was playing during that time. He's like,
You know what I'm loving what you do right now is not only you talking about the soundtrack, but the moment within that song too, man. I didn't even think about it like that. I'm thinking of like just the radio bops in my head, but now that you got me thinking about my list a little bit differently now.
Well, I have a list of soundtracks of ones that mean something to me, like them soundtracks where it's multiple songs on it. There's like, yeah, that soundtrack was fire. Yeah. But there were some TV shows and some movies that their soundtrack wasn't shit. But they had a song or two, and I was like, wait a minute, that deserves all the honorable mentions. Oh my gosh. You had me thinking about a moment for a hot second. A moment in the theater where everybody was just grooving, man. There was a movie that came out, John Singleton movie, way back in the day, man, called Higher Learning. Nobody talks about that much anymore. Come on.
And there was these two characters. Omar Epps played like this little athlete, and he was in love with the beautiful Tyra Banks at this. It was Tyra Banks. Yeah, it was Tyra Banks.
Yes, it was Tyra Banks.
And her name was Deja.
Yes,
it was Deja. And there was a song that literally had the whole theater grooving.
You want me to tell it to you?
Go ahead. Tell me what it is. What's on it? What am I talking about?
It is Raphael Sadiq.
Yes, sir.
And all I ask of you.
Yes.
Yes.
Just give me all your loving. Girl, I'll do all the rub. Oh my gosh, yo.
Yes.
The whole theater
Yeah.
was just, and then there was a pinnacle moment and nobody really knew. He says the girl's name in it. He's like, I really love you. I love you, Deja. And it's like, everybody's like, oh, he said the thing.
Yeah. He said the thing. He said the thing. Yes. Yes.
Yo, and then that joint hit the radio and it was off to the races after that.
And
man. It was like a really cool movie moment.
And, see, and you absolutely right. See, we here now. We here now. Listen. Hey, since we on John Singleton, another one. Again, one of them scenes, but this time, God damn it, Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh yeah,
but with Nia Long.
Yeah. Oh. Woo. Nia Long been top 5 dead or alive for a minute.
A long time.
A minute. And the fall off is like. That's about as much fall off as she's. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm getting off the subject. Go ahead. Yeah.
It got older and thicker. It's like,
that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even call it fall off. It's just more experienced.
Yeah. I don't want to see you go, but I love to see you walk away. But Boys in the Hood.
Yep.
Song by Tony called Just Me and You.
Oh, woo,
baby.
Just that too. Man. All right, so little quick story. Michael Clare got me tickets for my birthday. My birthday was 2 days ago, and she took me to go see Raphael Sadiq. Came out here, and he was telling the story.
You didn't had a hell of a week. Hit 100.
Had
your birthday in the same week, boy.
Yes.
Yes. Went to the IRS and paid all the tax. Yes, do your thing, boy.
So there's that moment in the song with Just Me and You, and he says, "Don't worry about don't worry about don't worry about baby," right? So he was breaking it down. He was like, the original lyrics was because at the time Raphael Sadiq said that he was competing against all these other R&B groups, and he was like, "I'm gonna shout their name out." He was like, "I'm gonna kind of stun on them," and he was calling out the members of New Edition. I didn't even realize that until this. Many times if I done sing that song and I grooved out, and I was like, wait a second, you made a battle rap R&B song we didn't even know about it. He was like, yeah.
Yes.
Raphael Sadiq was a beast back then. Yeah, brother.
You own it.
I know we got people in the back, so I know we're only gonna give like a couple before we start bringing people in. Before I bring in like the heavy hitters, the heavy hitters and stuff like that. There's a soundtrack that I think was pretty unique for me, because cinematically it didn't really make sense, but it was a banger, man. It was another movie that really shot Tupac to superstardom outside of Juice, man. It was a little movie called Above the Rim, and it was about a basketball guy who was trying to. Well, anyways, it takes place in New York. I'm not gonna go into the whole idea. It takes place in New York, but the soundtrack was done by Death Row, right? So most of the music, the majority of the music that was on the soundtrack was all like West Coast music, and I remember like listening to it, and it's like, dang. Well, I mean, you had Tupac in it. Tupac was in the film as well. So you know his song. He had a song called "Pain" that everybody was like going crazy for. Nobody could find it, and it was one of the first times. Because you got to keep in mind, like we was broke at the time, and albums were pretty expensive, and nobody had like $15 to spare, even for a cassette. And they had the original, if I remember right, the original Above the Rim soundtrack didn't include the song "Pain." You had to buy the single for it, and it was like a hunt because it was like, for whatever reason, it was like really, really, really hard to find. And I remember that because in the end, when the credits rolled, they played Tupac's "Pain," and people was going absolutely just freaking bonkers for it. But you couldn't find the song like nowhere, and it ended up being like a B-side for like another thing, whatever it was.
It was a B-side for. They had a song on there. I think I want to say it was Tupac with Tretch or something called "Loyal to the Game."
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah,
and was the
okay.
B-side to that.
That's what it was. But
this
everybody was
bag.
like, "How is this the B-side? Are you kidding me? This
Yeah.
is like one of the most bangingest tracks on there." But what was crazy, it was that was back. It was during like Death Row's peak. It was like Death Row could not miss like whatsoever, and they did an East Coast album to kind of like rub it in the face a little bit and be like, even on these hot movies, we still run the sound. Because that West Coast sound was kind of like still running through.
Yeah, and what people don't remember is that album, the movie came out in '94, and you're talking about Pac being fresh out of prison.
He couldn't miss.
And and they threw that on there. It's done by Death Row or whatever. Yep. And then when he finally drops the double album, the All Eyes on Me, he drops that in '95. He has the follow-up, no more pain. And
oh my gosh, Soundtracks was so legendary. But then again, it goes back to what we were saying, like, we was in a really influential time of our lives musically, sonically, everything kind of like really, really stuck. But even if it wasn't for that, I feel like, it's a golden age of hip-hop.
It's just something about '90s music, dude. Like,
yeah, man, it was bananas, and it was just bangers. And I had to actually go back and listen to some of this stuff, and I didn't realize, the Above the Rim soundtrack had 22 cuts.
Oh yeah, the '90s was good for the double albums. They give you Master P gave you 40 cuts. You know what I'm saying?
But what's funny is
years ago when Chris Brown dropped that album. Couple years ago, had 45 cuts on it, and people like, he's just bored. Like, what is?
Bro, you need it. Just go to SoundCloud.
No, but here's the thing though. It doesn't seem like that because all the songs now are like 3 minutes long. Back in the '90s, that's 22 cuts of 5 minute long songs. Like all of them 5 minutes. Like, different.
Hold on, I just want to acknowledge this was. I haven't looked at the chat like I should have, but this caught my eye. Eugene Johnson said, "I'm ashamed to say K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack has some hits on it." Listen, I want to say, I'm bringing it up. That's one of the reasons I think that had a really good inspiration as to why even Rakai picked this, because we were just talking about the phenomenon of K-pop Demon Hunters regarding their music. I want to say it was like 4, maybe even 5 tracks on the Billboard's like top 25 or something. Like, it was breaking like all kind of musical records, and it was actually the music in a large part to the popularity of why K-pop Demon Hunters.
The music pushed the movie. K-pop Demon Hunters is the most viewed movie in Netflix history.
Yeah,
and it just within the last week, just past 90 days, because Netflix only keeps the stats for the first 91 days. Allegedly, they don't keep them after that, but they only keep the stats for the first 91 days. The most, and not by little, by a lot. The most viewed movie in Netflix history. And it even sold out the theater 2 weekends in a row, just on a whim. And they put out a whole separate movie that's just as popular, that's a karaoke sing-along.
Yep.
They are, dude.
I want to say a karaoke sing along because I went on I forgot the name of it, the site that does all the stat tracking. Anyways, K-pop Demon Hunter was number 1, and then like number 5 was the sing along version of K-pop Demon Hunter. Like, it was like both movies was like in the top 5 of the highest streaming movies on Netflix globally. Like, how does that even happen? Like, that's insane. And it feels like nobody saw it coming, right? Netflix was like, this seems like a pretty cool film. Let's just throw it out there. And the groundswell. Yeah, it just went absolutely just ape shit. Oh my gosh. Look at all this stuff over here. And the Nutty Professor joint was good. Yeah. Oh
man. And that's the thing. I love looking in the chat when we do this. Yeah, because people are throwing things in the chat. I was like, I forget that. It's there's some that you see like, okay, and there's some you're like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm gonna throw out one more single.
Oh, go ahead.
I got some more, but I'm gonna throw out one more before we get to moving.
Okay.
Since we was on them hood movies or whatever, those movies that meant something to me. There was a little movie back in the day. I want to say 92, maybe 93.
Okay.
Little movie, Damon Wayans with back when she was something, Stacey Dash. Little movie called Mo Money.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a
Oh,
song.
right.
They had a song in it by, to me, the greatest band ever. This is my favorite band of musicians, black dudes, called Mint Condition.
Ooh.
And they had a song in there called My Dear. And that is the only place that you can find that song. They didn't even put it out as a single. It is on that soundtrack.
Yeah.
And that song is fire.
Yeah.
Fire. In fuego.
Man, I haven't even thought about that in years.
Well, you know,
you definitely have
really,
the hot tub time machine, brother.
No, it's just one of those things. I thought of it off of whim because, for one, I love Mint Condition, and for two, Marlon Wayans is heat right now. You know what I'm saying? After doing him, regardless of what the reviews say, he's heat right now. He also was on a whole separate thing. He was the most popular guest on Kai Cenat's Mafia-thon. You know, whatever his live stream.
Mafia-thon. Yeah, Mafia-thon 3. Yeah.
Marlon Wayans was the most popular by far. Not even close.
Really? Because I know when
Keke Palmer was great, and Snoop Dogg was beloved, but Marlon Wayans, they loved him, and it ain't close.
I can believe it. I mean, the dude still got it funny too, comedically too. He's an interesting storyteller now. Watching his transition from being just an actor, he was an actor, he was an actor turned stand-up comedian. But even seeing his growth you'll definitely see his growth as an actor when you watch him, regardless how you feel about his performances, his standout. It's absolutely incredible. And then seeing him become like a complete storyteller in his comedy has been fantastic. The brother's just talented, man. You know, he's definitely grown into his voice. You got to look at your face, man. What's going on?
Nothing, because I'm looking in the comments, and just some of these things are popping up in the comments. I was like, I like this. Yeah, I like this. People are throwing them up there, and and I won't forget to listen. We'll throw them up there as we're going through this thing. We're about to bring our other folks on stage. But remember, if you have something that you absolutely have to get off your chest and you need us to discuss about it, don't forget to super chat. Nope. I'm just saying, you don't have to do it. But if you want to, you know what? We would love to see it. So, if anybody wants to help me get to Hawaii again this week, listen. Listen, whatever you got to do.
Yeah, man. We got a little something on your flight right here, man.
Yeah.
So who's first up?
Okay, well, because I got stuff. We're gonna be on here. All right, let's bring into the chat our wonderful, wonderful people, Sherelle, Frank, and our local alien. Hello, Miss Sophie.
Hello there, Sophie.
Hello.
Hey, Sherelle. Frank is in the building. Good to hear all three of you.
This is definitely going to be an interesting thing, because I know, as Centel will tell you, I am heavily into music as well. But I also know that Sherelle's got a musical background, and I imagine that Sophie and Frank love music as well, in whatever form that may be. So I'm really interested in hearing what's on everyone's list.
Well, I suppose I will jump in here since everyone suddenly went mute. So, favorite soundtracks for TV shows and movies. Honestly, not a lot of movies come to mind. One that does would be the anime movie Your Name. Very nice soundtrack for that. There's a 8-minute song in there that I regularly listen to. Just a really good composition all around. And I know Frank's seen Your Name, so he can back me up on that.
Yeah, I took it off my list because you said it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, what else is on your list?
I got a giant list.
And we may all have a giant list. So
Cause
out there. Let's get into it.
Well, I got them chunked into categories, so I could just start with the one chunk.
Okay.
For TV, I got scores. Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's on my list for not as far as like the soundtrack, but the score. Specifically for me,
Yeah.
the score, since we just got there, the 13th Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, Segan Akinola, killing it.
Yeah.
Killing it. Yeah, I love Mary Gold. I do. But I don't know what Segan Akinola has brought to it. Yeah, I'm loving that.
So I also have Twin Peaks.
Okay.
Just about every Star Trek.
Okay.
Stranger Things. And Fringe.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't seen Fringe, but okay, I can see what you're talking about Stranger Things too. And I'm not as familiar. Like I think Doctor Who might be the only one that I did like a theme song for it. No, I did a couple theme songs for a couple of animes.
Yeah, I steered away from theme songs specifically unless the music of the show itself or movie itself was good too.
Yeah, I think Doctor Who was the only one I really kind of threw like the score, the theme in there. So like, because even though they're iconic, I didn't put in this list. I didn't put anything from Star Wars. And there's several Star Wars that people, Duel of the Fates. People know that specific piece by name. So I stayed away from those.
I did have like a special shout out section to John Williams and Hans Zimmer. Like about anything they touch.
Goats.
Yeah.
Goats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're like Mount Rushmore of for scores.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some new cats coming along that's putting in that work too. So, Sherelle, what'd you have?
I had a lot. It just depends.
All right, throw out something. What you got?
Somebody said it in the chat though. One of the ones that I loved when I was a kid though was Romeo Must Die, Aaliyah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
yeah, that's a lot of those songs are still like rotating my playlist to this day. So,
okay,
my favorites.
No, that's not. Okay, yeah, because I think I saw that. I know I definitely saw Romeo and Juliet. Okay, hold on. All right, we got a super chat in there. Cynthia.
Oh, hold on. Let me see. Sorry. Not on my grizzle. Yes. Thank you, Turbo. Thank you, Turbo, for the generous super chat. That literally any song from King Arthur, The Legend of the Sword, is an absolute banger. Specifically, the Darkland comes to mind. Huh?
Now, is that King Arthur, Legend of the Sword? Is that the Guy Ritchie one?
I thought it was the animated one he was talking about. Maybe, I don't know. No.
The animated one, Sword in the Stone.
Sword in the Stone. That's what it was.
Yeah. So the King Arthur, The Legend of the Sword. I thought that was the Guy Ritchie movie with Jax Teller in it.
Oh, I do remember that one. Legend of the Sword. That is the one with Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam, who's the star of what you were watching today, Monster.
Watching Monster, yeah, and he's killing. That dude is transformed in playing Ed Gein. But that's a whole other different conversation. So that is the Guy Ritchie joint. I gotta listen to that soundtrack.
I've never seen
again. That. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I know it caught a lot of flack when it's not on a lot of people's top 10. I thought it was a fun time.
Yeah, and I love Guy Ritchie movies. I like Charlie Hunnam generally. I've never seen that though. I even like most stuff about King Arthur. Never seen it though.
Yeah, I think Jude Law's in it too as well. There's a couple other folks.
That's probably why I didn't see it. That right there. That's it. God damn it. Something like that. Damn Jude Law. I'll be like, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie films always have like some really quirky, interesting scores to go along with them. It's one of he's a very good picker of music in order to match the tone and to match specific scenes. I think like a genius in that. is probably like Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino is probably one of the best music to scene directors that I've seen. They're all legendary. Everything from even some of his more obscure films still have just like bangers in them.
I think Quentin Tarantino used to be that guy. I think his throne has been challenged. Because I will right now, up against Quentin Tarantino, I will put Ryan Coogler and James Gunn. I'll put them two up again.
James Gunn's TV selections and movies, just in general. But you know what though, like he kind of let you know up front with the very first Guardians of the Galaxy when he literally had a soundtrack that was, you know, a part of the actual movie, a tape that was actually a part of the movie, just as a flex. That's how much he pays attention to music. We got somebody else. Go ahead.
I need you to, take over for just a second. My mom is blowing my phone up.
Understand?
That's
I got
you. Yeah.
All right. So next up is first off, thank you again, Turbo, for the generous super chat. We got one more. Hey, Rakai, mute your mic, dude. I think make sure you don't say anything personal.
No, dox yourself.
What's up? What did you say, Sophie? I'm sorry, I missed that.
No, I was just telling Rakai to dox himself.
Oh, okay. He's good. Next super chat is coming up. This is coming from Trey Porter. There we go. Hey, thank you so much, Trey Porter. You know you're gonna get these points too. Thank you for the generous super chat. Very, very generous super chat. Trey said my favorite is the 8 Mile soundtrack. It came out at the peak of Eminem's career and introduced the world to 50 Cent before Get Rich or Die Trying. I want to say, wasn't that the project that he won the EGOT, right? What is it? The Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony thing or whatever it was? I think Eminem is an EGOT winner.
I think so, but
I think that was the one that kind of like helped him.
I'm not mad at that pick because that was on my list too.
Yeah. That's like, I want to say, was that one like one of the first hip hop songs that because I know there's another one that did it. Hustle and Flow won for had a hip hop album that won too an Oscar.
Which is also on my list. 8 Mile and Hustle and Flow are on my list.
Yeah. And that became an anthem. I mean, you could play that now. I mean, I feel like that's like the ultimate training song right there.
Yeah, Lose Control still holds up right now.
Yeah, still classics. That there's something to be said about not only are you good for a generation, you're just good, period. There's very few that, like, I think when you think about like soundtracks that last and span generations, you think of stuff like, I don't know, like Superfly or Shaft, soundtracks in that where be it the 1960s or the 2020s, you throw that on, it's timeless.
Now, you want to hear something interesting about what you just said?
What's that?
Neither of those projects are on my list.
How could they not be? Sure.
They're just not. Like, here's the thing. I absolutely agree with you, but my list is full of stuff that moved me for whatever reason.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because all of this is subjective. You know what I'm saying? There's people have put lists on here, like Sophie said, Your Name, that's the name of it, right? It's great. I know what movie that is, but I've never seen it. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't like disagree with her, be like, oh no, that soundtrack is trash. I don't know. I ain't never seen it. I hear it's a really good movie, and I guess I don't even know if I would have thought of the soundtrack for it, but maybe I would have,
Yeah.
It's all subjective. So.
Well, when we get into the history of soundtracks and the importance of soundtracks in black film and black exploitation, many artists that now got their breaks from soundtracks. Earth, Wind, and Fire, they got their break doing soundtracks. Curtis Mayfield didn't really hit the scene mainstream until Superfly. I think it was Curtis Mayfield that did Superfly. Yeah, it was.
The only old 70s movie that's on my list that moved me like that, and it just did. It's where I got my nickname from when I was a little kid.
I know you're talking about it.
Was this movie called The Mac, and Max Julian and Richard Pryor, and I've been called Goldie all my life, and they had the song "Brothers Gonna Work It Out," and even better, the song "I Choose You." which most people might be like, I have no idea what the song that is. But that is the underlying song in International Players theme with UGK and Outkast. So you know that one. So
there's also a conversation to the soundtrack outthing the movie. And that's kind of like what Lose Yourself was for me. 8 Miles is aight. The movie is just aight. But that song is, more people know the song than give a damn about the movie. Another one is was arguably one of the greatest songs of all time, by Whitney Houston and The Bodyguard.
The Bodyguard's on my list.
That's on my list too.
Yeah, the movie itself, you kind of go without that. But somebody's phone is on the desk. Somebody's phone's on the desk.
My mom is. I just called her. She is butt dialing me, dude. Like, I'm thinking it's an emergency.
Sophie, Frank Sherrill, regarding Trey Porter's super chat, is there anything else that you want to add to the conversation regarding?
I just wanted to add that he added a part 2 super chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So,
I see it right here.
Then we can cycle back.
There we
after.
go. Part 2, like what Dre did for Snoop on The Chronic before Doggy Style. I also throw in the Sinner soundtrack for something modern. Yeah, the Sinner soundtrack
on my list too.
Is phenomenal.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, you're not scared of the soundtrack? Come on now.
No,
it's a soundtrack.
None of it. Nope.
You can't be scared of the soundtrack.
Nope. Not doing it.
Oh gosh. You know what? But that brings up an interesting. There's a guy, I forgot the name who wrote it. He made a song called Tubular Bells. It broke all kinds of records. And it was so successful. The creators of a little project called The Exorcist took a chunk out of it. Tubular Bells, the song itself is like 20-30 minutes long. It's a crazy long song. They took a piece out of it and it ended up becoming like the main theme for The Exorcist. And I remember there was like a thing where it talks about certain sounds evoke emotion. And that song, that part of Tubular Bells from The Exorcist actually like made people scared just to hear it. So saying all that to say, Sherrill, that music can be scary, depending on.
Of course it can. That's the point.
Weapons. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Same with Jaws' theme. Did that.
The composer for Psycho is still
Psycho. Yeah. Jaws, Psycho. So it's not too far fetched. Trey Porter, hey, thank you for a great, incredible question because it's a statement.
We do have 3 more that preceded the part 2.
I see that. Thank you, Trey Porter. Go ahead and jump that. This is Kuvnav. Please excuse me if I am butchering your name. This is coming from Kuvnav. Thank you. The Drive movie soundtrack was a game changer for me.
That is a good soundtrack.
I've heard a lot of people say that that's the Drive movie with Ryan Gosling, where he was
it is a good soundtrack.
I've heard that was a
Hitman
great
Driver kind of thing.
Yeah. I've never heard it. I've never watched the movie, but I heard that was a great soundtrack.
I remember in that movie, one moment I was really frustrated is this guy was trying to run away from him and he ran into the ocean and he was just going to keep running. And I was infuriated because I'm like, where the hell are you going to go running into the ocean? Like,
I'm going to swim to Cuba.
It was the most random, weird part of Drive.
I've never seen it. I think I didn't know there was 2 different movies. I ended up watching Baby Driver. I think.
Oh, now
that's a great one too.
Is a perfect example of musicality in movies. Like it is really the Wright, beat. Right? Yeah, it is really the beat. Everything from the windshield wipers moving to the beat to people, the steps that they take. Like Edgar Wright had a huge flex on that.
That reminds me, I was like, how did I leave this off my list? Edgar Wright, Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, that's really good.
And I gotta take another one off my list.
Scott Pilgrim is a very good example. It's a Bum-Oms. I forgot the name of the group. Sex Bum-Oms.
Yeah,
Sex Bum-Oms. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kenneth Futar. Thank you for your generous super chat.
Was there another comment in there too?
I believe we got one more from Turbo.
We have 2 from Turbo, actually. The first one, he says, the Annihilation soundtrack, specifically the Alien, is specifically intended to make you feel dread. And then his second comment is, just asking how much to donate to suggest a movie. But as Frank already said, you can just type your comment in the chat. Not every comment is able to be read just because there might be so many. So super chatting is a great way to make sure that your comment does get seen. But to just chat among everyone else, you can do that for free.
Now, if I'm not Annihilation, like when I saw that comment at first, it's like Annihilation. I know I ain't talking about Mortal Kombat Annihilation, so but there was a movie called Annihilation. It was out a few years back, right?
This is not a movie for you, Rukai.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
I haven't
seen it. I don't know.
It's good though.
Some aliens. I don't know. It's
There is
something.
one scene you will say, "Nope, I'm out."
Yeah, I heard. I think I know what movie this is, but I knew there's a reason. I was like, yeah, I don't know this movie. Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
I have just a random question for the chat. What do you think is the most iconic score in cinema?
Come on now. We've already talked about this.
Yeah, we're name the composers.
I'm in front of them right now.
Oh yeah, no, that's soundtrack. I'm talking about score.
Okay, I'm about to say I'm in front of it right now.
Yeah.
Like this, just so there shall be no confusion. The number one soundtrack.
Well,
of all time.
that's the greatest soundtrack ever created. But we'll talk about that later.
My answer for most recognized and known is probably going to be the Man with No Name trilogy. The Fistful of Dollars for a Few Dollars More,
Eastwood, right?
and the most famous one, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
That's a good one. I'm not mad at that. That's really good.
Listen, I like that. That's a good swing for the fences. I like that.
I think so far you got my number. The only thing I would have competed with is probably like Jaws. I think Jaws.
Yeah, I was going more towards Jaws, but also The Thing as well is another one that's heavily studied for the effect that just the music alone has on how the audience perceives it.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody else in chat knows what I'm talking about with Tubular Bells. Hey, thank you. I want to make sure I wouldn't sounding crazy. Anybody else got any what do you think is the greatest score in movies for movies?
For me, it's Blade Runner.
That's
the first movie.
Huh.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm seeing someone in chat say the E.T. soundtrack.
Oh, I forgot all about that one, but I don't really remember the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I remember the scene the iconic scene where he's on the bike and it goes over the moon.
Yeah.
That's the most defining moment.
Uh-huh.
That is when the first time music actually feels magical.
You know what? I agree with that. Okay. Huh.
I was gonna say the theme to MASH, but I don't know if that doesn't count. That's not a movie.
Are we talking about just TV shows or movies?
No, let's stick to movies. Let's keep movies. Let's just stick with movies.
Okay. I mean, no, because MASH was fine. I was actually gonna say to me,
the Superman score. My God, that's a banger. Now you might steal number one. I don't know.
Yeah, the Danny Elfman Batman themes. Ooh.
The Superman score though. No. That joint. Everybody know that. Everybody.
Yeah, because the first one that popped in my head was, of course, Star Wars. But yeah, the Superman.
What the hell was that? Sorry about that.
What?
Just had a random tab just start blaring music in my ear. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, shoot. I think you might be the big winner on that one. Can anybody beat the Superman score? Anybody even in here? Can you?
I'm seeing Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
The trilogy soundtrack.
Yeah, that was on my
list. I'm not
list.
mad at it. I don't know. Would you think that beat the? That's a good candidate though. That's a really good candidate. Would you think that beat Superman?
Nah.
No,
I love Lord of the Rings.
It is a very good candidate though.
But you can go first.
I think the Superman soundtrack is more iconic, recognizable, but Lord of the Rings is more ageless.
Ageless.
Okay. I hear that. I'm curious what the chat says. Oh, speaking of that,
As a matter of fact, I'd have to listen to them like back to back to just.
I think did we throw Jaws in the ring for that?
Jaws.
Yeah, we mentioned
We did
Jaws.
say Jaws. Okay, let me make sure. Yeah, we sure did. We got another super chat.
Right.
This one is coming from Turbo. Thank you. Really, Turbo, for the generous super chat. Upgrade 2018 is the best low budget movie I've ever seen. It's hyper-violent cyberpunk action movie with some of the best fight sequences ever. If possible, I want to see you guys react to the Green Band trailer for it. Oh.
Have you ever seen this movie?
Yes, I have, but I barely remember it because I was having a couple of drinks at the time when I was watching. Just keep it
First time watch because it was inebriated when.
Yeah. Upgrade. I think wasn't that the guy? He got the chip in his head, and then he was able to do all these interesting things as a result of it. And isn't it first person? I think it's like a first person movie too. As well.
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Upgrade. I know what movie you're talking about, but because the guy who's the star of the movie, he looks like. There's another actor that looks just like him, and I don't think I like the other actor, and that's why I thought it was him. And I thought, yeah, I ain't gonna watch that shit.
If I remember right, too, and then Turbo, you can chime in on this as well. If I remember right, the director is one of those test footage things, right? He did some test footage for like YouTube, and it took off, and he was like, okay, I think I can make a full film out of it, out of the concept. I think so. I think it's one of those projects.
Okay. Because Turbo came into the chat later and said that and I know that you know this.
No, that's Hardcore Henry. Okay. Hardcore Henry is the first person joined. That's what it was. Yeah. There we go.
I've never seen that either. I saw small pieces of it. I've not seen that, but it was too much. When I started to watch it, and I think I got to the part where it's first person. He fell out the damn plane or some shit. I thought, you know what? No.
Well, that was when. I think because I remember the very first experiment that they tried with that was with Doom, and there was like a 5-minute segment like at the very end
to mimic the game.
To mimic the game, and they went in the first person mode.
The whole thing was awful because it had Carl Urban and The Rock, and that shit was awful.
Yes, it was. Yep. And even the first person view, I remember I saw it in the theater.
And it's The Rock before he actually got decent at entertaining.
Yeah,
has he ever really been? No, let me stop. Let me not. There's no Rock hate. I think The Rock is very entertaining. I think he knows his lane.
But Upgrade is an action horror from what I'm seeing.
Upgrade is
a horror? Yeah. I really was. I really don't remember it then. I just remember him having stuff put in his head, and then he was able to kind of like be that guy.
Sci-fi bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Kunav Puther also says The Graduate, 1967, is pretty solid too. Yeah. All Simon and Garfunkel songs.
Yeah,
this was a $5 super chat.
Thank you. I have never seen The Graduate.
I have not either, but I know that
I've never seen it, but I know it's a classic.
Hoffman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It's like, what is it, like 5 friends come together in a house and have like it's like a conversation piece?
No,
is that what it is? No?
That's The Big Chill or something.
That's The Big Chill. Okay. See,
The Graduate is like it's a movie from '67, and I think that's the one with are you trying to come on to me, Miss Robinson type shit? Like there's an older lady messing with him. He's like a graduate straight out of school.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And old cougar trying to put it on him.
It's a Hoffman film, right? Yeah, that's Hoffman.
Yeah,
let me see.
That's Hoffman.
Wow.
Look
how young Dustin Hoffman was. Jesus Christ.
There are 2 movies that are heavily leaned on.
That was 60 years ago. Jesus.
There are 2 movies on my list that are heavily leaned on soundtracks from a very specific artist. Okay. I got Yesterday, which features the music of the Beatles.
The Beatles. I've never seen that movie, but I started watching it and then I got distracted.
It's so good. And then my other one is Blinded by the Lights, featuring the Bruce Springsteen, I think.
Okay.
The boss.
Okay.
Okay.
But there's stories that are not about either of the artists. It just features the artist a lot and talks about the artist. But that's
Okay. Yeah, I got distracted. I didn't finish yesterday. But that's the one where, in it, like everyone lost their memory or something, and he was able to lie and say that he made up all the Beatles songs.
Yeah, something like that.
what happened is he at the very start of the movie, kind of like you see that he's a struggling artist, just doing cover bands or whatever, and then he gets hit by a bus, and then he wakes up in an alternate universe where the Beatles never happened.
That's crazy.
And
so he just out here singing Imagine and all
He's
that
like,
shit.
the world needs to hear them. So he goes on to do the Beatles.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to see it though.
Yeah, I'm not doing it justice. It is one of the.
No, because it's just one of those things. Like I know when you go on, you start lying and claiming somebody else to work for you. That never works out well. Like that sounds interesting though, especially if he's good. I know he blew up to be a superstar overnight. He's singing the songs of the Beatles.
But did he have the voice to back it up?
Yeah,
I thought from what I saw, he had a nice voice. He was like a street artist with his guitar sitting on the streets, singing.
I'm seeing someone say the live action versions of Mulan, Lion King, The Little Mermaid, and especially Snow White, the live action versions, have exceptional musical scores, but not as good as Emilia Perez or live action Cats.
I don't know if I can agree with any of that.
I don't know about that. I was with you. I was with you all the way until you said Cats and Emilia Perez. I appreciate Emilia Perez for the freaking audacity to make that movie. I will give it that. The freaking balls it took to make that movie.
Is Emilia Perez the one where the actress went nuts and shit, just out here talking crazy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's about it's a story about identity. You have a cartel. I don't want to say anything that's gonna ruin it. It's a person who makes a very big change, and it really goes against the grain of who they are. And they have a really good sound. The music works very well for the movie itself. But here's the thing, and you brought up something that I wanted to ask you all. Me and Rakai both feel that Purple Rain is probably the greatest soundtrack of all time. We're very biased. It's from the word go. I don't care what song you play, it hits. I have one other soundtrack, and I'm gonna ask you if it beats it, Rakai. And it's every single track. Y'all are gonna laugh at me. Tell me what has more hits than The Lion King.
Maybe Tarzan. That's about it.
I mean,
that's the only one that comes anywhere near.
I mean, there is no weak track on The Lion King. Not one. There's not one.
Wait, are we talking animated or live action?
Animated.
Animated.
No, we don't.
Okay.
Thank you. I was trying to see if we were in the same boat.
Talking about whatever. Okay, wait a minute. So,
you tell me something that has more hits than The
Lion King. Are you talking about the live action one?
No.
The original.
The original. Nobody care about the live action.
But there is a bad song. There is a bad song. They put wait, hold on, listen to me. They had like a re-release on DVD, and in that they added a song. And it's
but that doesn't count.
No,
what song did they?
Why would you add to perfection? Why would you do that?
I don't understand.
It's in this song, and I remember this because
so they can make people buy it again. That's about money.
Yeah, like it was released like mid 2000s or something. Mm-hmm. So they polished the animation, made it look shiny, and then they added a song and removed at least one scene because I guess it's too dark for kids or whatever. This song is at the beginning of the movie. Zazu is like, "Oh, hi, sir, I'm here," and then he does a song where he's like,
"The morning report."
Yes. So you've seen it.
No, you said that shit. I looked it up immediately. Shit, Google.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, we're not. Yeah, we're not. We talking original.
Who has the audacity to add something to the line? The freaking nerve! Like who pitched that?
She is absolutely right. She said. So
like
the
going
Lion
to the
King.
Sistine Chapel, and you're like, you know what? I
Yeah,
think we
I'm
should
gonna
put a little
I'm gonna paint a
smiley
wing
face in
onto
the
it
corner
over
over here. What? Why would you ever? Why?
Okay, so
They should have
the
been
Lion
tarred
King
and
came
feathered
out.
for that idea.
The Lion
In
King came out in
94.
1994, but in September 30th, 2003, they did a special edition soundtrack that added 2 new tracks:
Why?
The Morning
Disrespect.
Report and a remixed version of "Can You Feel the Love Tonight."
Why? Why?
What were they thinking? That's why we ain't heard of it, because we're like, what the fuck is
Oh,
that?
oh,
Yeah.
I remember the Morning Report, and
I've only seen the good version, so
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yo, hold
I'm
on.
looking at that one too. Looking at that
11
one.
tracks are fire. I'll fight you
Hold
all.
Lion
hold
King-
on.
The Lion
So,
King and
not-
Aladdin are both
just
on
so
my
we
list.
clear, I have
Yo.
again ones that meant something to me. I got Lion King.
Yep.
I got Aladdin.
Aladdin.
I have just because I like them. I don't give a shit what nobody say. I like Mulan.
Okay.
And
I
I
like
got
Mulan too.
and I got Encanto on here. So
Ooh,
Nice.
Encanto's a good
No.
one. That's a good
Yeah.
pull.
I added Tarzan to mine
Encanto's
too,
good.
because I love Phil Collins. That just makes me
I do
happy.
love Phil Collins.
You know, I've
too.
never seen Tarzan. I've never.
Oh my
seen that
God!
movie.
Please
Yeah.
do.
What did you
Yeah,
say?
I've never
Please
seen
Any
it.
of
do.
them?
Please.
I mean,
I'ma
I
need
know-
you to do that. You got Disney Plus. It's on there.
I've
Do
never
it
seen it.
now.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
love the
I know.
Tarzan.
I know about I've heard parts of the soundtrack and that because Elton John produced it, right? Is it? No, it's not Elton
Yeah.
John. Is it?
No,
It is Elton
he's
John.
a composer.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, he's the composer of it, right? Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've heard
Right.
about how legendary the music is, but I've never seen
Yeah,
it.
it's good.
I
Yeah.
love the pitch meme for Tarzan because it's just a made up scenario where how it got pitched to Phil Collins, whereas like, okay, this is about a man in the jungle who doesn't that grew apart from humans, and then Phil Collins like, what? Hold up, and he just explodes, like a fire behind him, like playing on the piano, like all dramatic, like it's like he didn't have to go that hard.
Here's one that doesn't get talked about enough: The Road to El Dorado.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that one's good.
And Prince of Egypt.
Prince of Egypt.
Now, are we
is on
just
my
talking
list,
about?
too.
Are we talking? We're still talking soundtracks, right?
Soundtracks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elton John did that one too.
Yeah, Prince of Egypt is on my.
Elton John
on
just
my
be
list.
flexing on y'all. Elton John be like, I do this.
But hold on.
Right.
And
Don't get it twisted. I do this.
I'm everywhere.
Before we move out animated stuff, let me throw in the GOAT and the other GOAT. Arcane.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
shit's
Arcane. It doesn't matter what soundtrack or score. It don't matter. It's bangers.
Yeah,
Right.
and one of the best Disney movies that is not talked about, a Goofy movie. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Tevin Campbell is Powerline Rules.
Powerline, baby. Big facts. Big facts.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah. You forgot you saved the day on that one.
That's
That's
my, yeah, that's my
you ain't,
shit.
you ain't never hear me argue against that.
I put that shit on right now and it goes. Been here doing a goddamn dance. Shit.
We have a $5 super chat again from Turbo.
Yes, so yeah, yes, our ace, he's got his precious back there. So still,
I'm proud. I'm so proud. Look at it.
and look,
Look,
and here's the thing though, you know what I'm saying? we were off slightly by a day, but man, we're talking about good ass timing to celebrate you and your accomplishments. But for it to come in the week of your birthday,
Mhm.
and for you to get the plaque in the same week, that's a pretty damn good week. But all that means now is, okay, now you're finally getting started. Now, yeah, it don't get any easier now.
Hey man, well we got our track shoes. We ready to run. We
Okay.
ready to run.
Well, I'm ready to stop crawling, but we're gonna get there however we get there. It'll be at some time. So yeah. She said, yeah, you're gonna have to move that flag. You can't just sit behind it like
Well,
that.
I'm gonna get Yoda to hold it. You see Yoda up there.
You're gonna need to put it higher for it to be always visible, because depending on where you're sitting, you're gonna be blocking it more than half the time.
It's okay. I know it's there. Like I said, I'm only like geeking out over for the next couple of days, and then it's business as usual.
Like you got a decent spot next to Captain Shield.
Yeah, there we go. I might, swap Yoda out for it. That'll probably be what happens. We'll put Yoda down there.
All right.
Just casually flash it on camera at the beginning of every video. Oh, excuse me. I need to move this out the way. Don't mind me.
Turn it into a necklace.
My intro's gonna be like,
yeah,
what's up,
boy.
guys? Yeah, it's your boy. wearing like a shave, be like, yeah. Nah, I know.
This is what's going on.
I'm only gonna be obnoxious for I'm only gonna be obnoxious for maybe tomorrow. And then I'll stop being obnoxious with it.
I was about to say, I'd be like, I'm doctor for like a week. Like a whole week. Every day I'm like, answer video calls like that.
Okay. That's right. Okay.
So I do want to ask right before we jump off. So and I know how sometimes it's like that. So I know your immediate family is 100% congratulatory, but how has the rest of the people, like outside of the Discord, outside of those of us who know, like, does anybody else really know that you got this? This major,
No, I kept my cards real close to the chest. In the video that you see tomorrow, I had like one homeboy that I really, outside of our YouTube family, I had like one homeboy that I kind of told, because sometimes trying to do something requires a really good support team, and I kept that around me, kept you all around me, and my homeboy Ronnie as well, to help kind of like push, and then everybody else, I just kept it close to the chest on that. So I just try to surround myself with those folks. So a lot of people in my family, they have no idea, they're absolutely clueless. Yeah. But the thing is that when you start getting enough numbers and the algorithm starts really working, your stuff ends up getting pitched to them regardless, because the algorithm just picks. Mm-hmm. And so I'll just get random stuff. I didn't know you was doing this, that, and the third. So yeah, I just kept it.
Yeah, my family is they good and disrespectful. So So I
understand what you mean though. I understand that.
Yeah, like my family. So I am. And I'm not a comedian at all, but you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go there with me, because I will talk your ass under the bed. And so, but every time they can get a little dig in, they're like, yeah, so, you still got your little YouTube thing that you doing? And, and then I have one cousin's older. There's like, so I hear you doing some little thing on YouTube. So you're unemployed? You know what? I said, no, I got a full-time job. I let your mother out of her cage every hour on the hour. So,
it's a full-time job, changing the water at your mama's dish.
Yeah. My name is Buck Nasty. Yeah. Hate.
It's like a dirty job. Somebody's got to do it.
So, anyway, but again, we are extremely proud of you, dude, and we celebrated you, and we're still extremely proud of you, and that just means that the rest of us who are out here trying to do it, you are our North Star, something for us to shoot for. I met Jabby, I was gonna say his government, Jabby, for the first time last week or whatever, and he's not the North Star, because I don't know him like that. Like, what I'm saying? That might be someplace for you to shoot. But right now, where you at, I'm trying to get there. So,
brother, man, could that coming from you? You have no idea what it means. It coming from you, that means a lot. So, I'm here, brother.
Well, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I appreciate it. I don't know what that means. This shit. I'm sure you have other broke ass homeless people that say nice things about your shit. I got my little sign, you know what I'm saying? Please, sir. Have another. Anyway, thank you to everyone for showing up tonight. We had fun because we got to talk about movies and TV shows and music. And to me, that is a win all the way around. Like, I loved every minute of this, and I could do this longer, but it's past 1 o'clock in the morning here, and I'm tired as hell. So, I'm probably gonna pass out.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends.
NEG?
SNYTEL. No.
I
yeah, I'm gonna
was
shut up.
try to make that work, but I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah, it's
All right.
just it's the Kool-Aid. The juicy juice. It's juicy juice.
All right. I'll see y'all.
Juicy juice.
The Gypsy Juice.
Oh yeah.
All right. Good night.
Oh man.